Welcome back to my show. I'm the Beer Adventurer.
And I'm Lunchbox.
And on this episode, I've got another one from Austin Eastcider. This is from their mixed 4-pack that they sent me. If you haven't seen the unboxing video, we'll leave a link up here. Watch that. It's pretty cool. It's not too long. You can come right back to this. You're also going to find that these are going to be linked up at the end in my cider playlist. This one is the Dry Cider. Out of the way. Okay. Now, the Dry Cider, it's it's your typical hard apple cider. It says just 5% alcohol. This is one of the things I love about a lot of these new cider manufacturers, which these guys aren't that new.
10 years. This is their 10-year anniversary.
Yeah. So, hard apple cider, filtered water, cane sugar, brown sugar, malic acid, sulfate to preserve freshness, and carbon dioxide.
Sounds pretty simple.
Yeah. And also, if you're worried about gluten, cider's going to be great for you. Ciders are gluten-free. Yeah. So.
None of the flour stuffs, none of the sugars.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, and I got the studio audience over here helping us out. So you'll get 3 ratings on this one. Just running out of room at this table. All right. Okay, like I've said in a few of the other reviews for Austin Eastcider, as strange as it sounds, I'm not one of those people that really pays a hell of a lot of attention, like how important is the name or the can art. But as a designer myself, I really think their can art is very classic and classy, and that does set them apart on the shelf.
No pinstripes.
Yes. They all have that kind of gold top chevron.
That might cost you in the end.
Oh no, no pinstripe. Let's see. Okay, you've got a typical dry cider smell, which I'm cool with.
Wow.
Okay. A lot of the European dry ciders that I try have a very, very dry finish. This is very mild dry.
Like it's gone, but it's not like your mouth is a desert now.
I mean, honestly, that's one of the problems I had for a long time getting my friends into ciders is a lot of times it was really easy to find a European dry cider out and they take one good drink of it and they're just like, I'm good.
Yeah.
No, I don't want any more of that.
Like I drink to not be thirsty.
Yeah. This one, however, is like a refreshing dry cider.
Yes. The fluid lingers. The taste dissipates really well, and it's just a pure apple taste. There's no
It's very clean.
There's no other stuff in it. It's just like apple.
It's not sour apple either, which is nice.
It's gala apple.
Now, I would say this one would probably do really well. A lot of the European people that I knew would drink. There's a bunch of different names for it, but you have, how you have like the black and tan and the half and half. Well, they make those with ciders as well. And I've heard them called rotten apple, rotten pear, snake bite, all these different names, black velvet, different names for it, where they would have a stout or a porter and a cider. I happen to do at the house pretty often, I have some big mugs and I'll take like a Guinness and a can or a bottle of cider and do that. They will float.
And that's fun. I have to try that.
That's fun, but a lot of times I just mix it because I like the flavors together instead of having them layered. Mm-hmm. But this one I think would do very well with a cider. It would do good as the cider with a traditional Irish dry stout, or even, heck, I could even go for this with a milk stout because the sweetness.
This is true.
of this and the sweetness of that would kind of be kind of a balance instead of like a sweet stout and a sweet cider. Sometimes it's too much. You haven't had that, so you don't know, but I have.
I don't, but
Yeah, you can see what.
wheels are turning. I'm gonna try some of this
Mm-hmm.
tonight.
Maybe. Let's see what's in. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm really happy, but as weird as it sounds, I've probably had 6 different of the Austin East ciders because they've been at beer festivals that I've been to. They had like a that yes, the blood orange, which I don't really like to eat blood oranges, but their blood orange cider was fucking primo.
All right, so you have to tell the people 2 things.
Yeah.
Number 1, did you dig it?
I really did dig this. I kind of shied a little bit away from this one when I bought some singles the other day because it was a dry, and I just wasn't feeling a dry, and now I'm kind of like, I won't shy away from this again.
Well, the second question is this: where did you get that awesome shirt?
Oh, well, if you look in the description, not only will you find what I can find out about this beer, not this beer, well, this cider, you'll also find my links, my merch, my social media, all that stuff. Now, let's talk about what cider that's not in my playlist, or if you guys want to see some maybe compare and contrast, some similarities. I do those occasionally when I can get both of those. We'll talk about those down in there in the comments. I love to talk to folks down there and see what the people that watch my videos want to see. Just
We want to see it.
yeah. So
We want to find new stuff. We want stuff we've never heard of.
okay, so we've all in accordance that we dig it, all 3. Would we have another? Yes. Thankfully, I do have some more. Does it have any seekability? I would say it does. It's hard to get in my market, but in the 2 larger markets near me, I can find them now. So that's pretty cool. I can find them in Nashville. I can find them in Memphis. But I'm going to keep my eye out even more for these because I've been very happy with all of them. Would it go well with food? I think most definitely.
Yes, it would.
This one would be really good with food.
Yeah, anything fried.
Yeah, fish and chips.
Definitely.
So we don't rate ciders like beers. We rate ciders like ciders. We rate them on the same scale. 1 is the lowest. 10 pints is the highest. Where you at on this?
All right. Well, I actually like this one better than the last
I do.
one. And I was going to give it an 8, but I told him it's going to cost him a point for not putting the pinstripes in the can. So, sorry, guys. But it is really good.
I'm still at an 8. I'm super happy with a mild dry cider. This might be my new go-to dry.
Still 7.
7? All right. So we got 2 7s and an 8. So this is a well above average cider. And into your next beer adventure.
Cheers.